Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to implement nested navigation in Flutter using AutoRoute. So without wasting any time, let's get started. First of all, we will add the dependency. So we have three dependency. Let's add it quickly. After that, we have create generator. And lastly, we have builder for code generation. I'm going to pick the latest version of all the dependency. Okay. After that, we can go to our main.dart file and we can change our material app to material app.router. So in this constructor, we have to pass the router config. Let's create a router config class. So for that, I'm going to create a folder called as routes. And here, let's create a file as app router and a class. Okay, app router. Now this class will extend route stack router. Okay, so this give a error for the override. We will override, and this is where we will define all our routes. Okay, and we have to annotate this with auto route config. After that, we can create an instance of this class into our app widget, something like router equal to app router, and here router dot config. Okay, so we got an error because our routes array is empty. So the first page we are going to create will be a container page or a main page, which will hold our bottom navigation bar and tabs. Okay, so let's create it. Let's call it main page only. Main page dot dart. So it will be a stateless widget as per my preference. And here we can return a auto tabs scaffold. Okay. So to create a bottom navigation bar, we can use this builder and we can return bottom navigation bar. We can create some bottom navigation bar item. Let's call it icons.home. Let's add a label also. Now let's duplicate it 2 times. Let's call it search. Here we have person, which will be a label of account. Okay, let's save it. Now here it's take a list of auto route and we have to generate code for like we have to generate code to know auto router that this page is a valid page and we can route. So we can say route page and save it. So we have to run a command to generate code. So we can do start run build underscore runner watch hyphen t. So this watch will watch the changes in your project's files and run the command if it found any changes. Okay, so now you can see we got a generated file here. This is a generated code. Now in the routes, we can define a main route dot. Okay, we have to use the auto route and you can say main route dot page. By default, it replace the page with route. So now we can say this page is our initial page. Okay. And if we go to our main page, let's do a restart. We got an error because we don't have children pages for this. Like we haven't defined our tabs yet. So let's create a page called as dummy page dot dart. Let's create a stateless widget called as dummy page and we will annotate it with route page. Okay. So we can say center child text, and here we will take a title. You can say final string title, and here it will be like this dot title, which will be required. Okay. Now in our main page, in our auto tab scaffold, we can say routes, and we can say dummy route. Here, let's say the first page will be the home, second will be search, and third will be account. Okay, let's do a restart. Still, we are getting an error because in our app router, we haven't defined the children, and in the children, we have to define auto route. Okay, let's do a restart. Yeah, now it is working, but our bottom navigation bar is still not functional. So let's fix it. We can say the active, okay, the current index will be like tab router dot active index, and on the tab of it, we can say tab router dot change the active index. Okay, now we can switch tab. So we have implemented like bottom navigation bar with tabs. So let's move to the next step, which is nested navigation, right? So I'm going to create a nested navigation for home, and like I will create two pages. And if we navigate deeper into the home pages and we change our tab and come back to home page, it should be still at the child page, right? So let's do it. Now let's create a folder for home. We can say like product list page dot dart stateless widget product list page, right? Let's annotate it with route page. And here, let's create a button, enter, child, elevated button. We can say go to product detail, right? Let's wait for the navigation logic. Let's create one more page. It will be a duplicate of this page. And we can say instead of this page, it is a detail page, right? Let's rename here also. And here we can say detail page. Let's cut it down. Okay, we can discard the change. Yeah. Now to navigate from the list page to detail page, we can use context dot push out, and here we can say product detail out. This was easy, but now we have to like create a container for home, like provide it a different auto route instance so that it can work. If we go here and search for wrapper, okay, so let's create a folder in the routes. Let's say it wrapper, and here we can say home wrapper dot start. It will be a stateless widget, home wrapper page. Okay, here we will just provide a new auto router, right? And we will annotate it with route page. Now let's go to our app router, and here we can say auto route. We can say auto, okay. Here we can say home wrapper route dot page, And in the children, we can say that product list page and product detail page, right? We can define this will be an initial page. Now we have to utilize this home wrapper page into our this container page, right? So we can go to our main page. We can say that this is not the page we want, but the home wrapper page. If we do a restart, we got a button. We are at a detail page, and if I swipe back, we can go or change pages. Let me just add a background for a better visual. Let's say container color start red. Okay. Okay, let's add for detail page also. Container color start blue. If I go to detail page, you can see the navigation is working fine. And if I switch tab and come back, it is still on the detail page. So we have successfully implemented nested navigation using AutoRoute. I hope you like this video and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.